Yeah, it was so good last night. First of all we went to Ériu. So we went to Uisneach, which is the centre point of Ireland. There used to be five provinces, now there's four. The fifth one was where Uisneach is. And it's they've got this called the Catstone. So they called it the Catstone, but it's this magical stone. I was like, okay, it's something to do with Ériu. I was like, okay. So we get there. It's like a full-on festival with like people with like everything you can imagine, and we all gather. We get there. You have to both gather by the car parks. There's a big group of people. There's about 600 people there, and there's this guy with like ivy in his hair and like robes and a staff with like a spear on top, who's
Mm.
like giving us all the chat, and he was really interesting. And he gives us the whole history. Anyway, it turns out that the Catstone is Éru's resting place. Ériu was a goddess, part of the Tuatha Dé Danann. And
Mm.
she's why Ireland's called Air because of Eru, and
Yeah.
she's like the goddess of the land.
Oh.
So Brenda was reading out to me. I said, "Give me a bit of background. Listen to ask ChatGPT what Vidi Silva says about
Mm.
Uisneach. I know he mentions Uisneach." And she's like, "Okay, fine." So first of all, she said, "Oh, it's triangulated with two other places." She was like, "Oh my God, you're not going to guess where? Not Clare and Kirkpatrick."
Yeah.
I was like, what? And then she said it's also triangulated with the Hill of Tara and Newgrange. So there's got
Yeah.
two different like things. I was like, oh my God, this is so mad. So we walk up there and it's like this rock is alive. If you told me that this crowd of people were standing in front of an elephant, I'd have believed you because it felt alive.
Oh.
It's like massive, great big, not giant rock, but big rock. And it's got like all this kind of like some grass, some fern stuff growing out of it, but it lends itself to it just felt palpably like it was breathing and alive.
Oh.
And this one woman gives a speech and it just fell a bit flat. And then this guy comes along with his spear and he's like, right, this is how you do it. And he's just brilliant. I videoed it, the whole thing. It was brilliant. It was so good. I'll share it with you. And he was like, what you do is you walk three times around, always do clockwise. This woman before was like, I do it anti-clockwise. He's like, always do it clockwise.
Really?
Right
Yeah.
hand has to be on the stone. And the first time you walk around, you state your problem. And the second time you ask, um, what is it? You say, what is it, what it is you want to change. And the third time you go around, you tell her what you're going to do about it. Because there ain't no mana in Ireland. You got to do it yourself.
There ain't no
She will
more in
help you.
Ireland.
Mana, because they say you pray for mana and then mana does things for you.
Oh,
It's like, oh,
okay.
there's no mana. You got to do it
Oh,
yourself, but she will help you. But you have to, the third time around, you got to tell her what you're going to do to solve it yourself. It was just really refreshing.
no, that's cool.
And then the idea was that you kind of you walked up the hill and you stopped. They gave various stories. You stopped at the Catstone, and then you go up to the main area where the fire is. We were like, we're staying here. Like he was like, don't stay here after dark because things have crawled out from underneath it, and I am worried for you. He's
Yeah.
like, seriously, this is the summer solstice, and the veil is really thin, and weird shit happens. So just be careful.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's so funny. So pretty much everybody left, because it was a massive crowd. And I'm getting like videos of it just sitting there, kind of connecting with this cat stone. And he, at one point, he says it's called a cat because if you look around this side, it's got a head, got two paws, looks like it's playing with a mouse. And I'm like, that is the most ridiculous. It's like saying the Stonehenge is like cat stone because it's playing with the
Yeah.
mouse. It's ridiculous. So when we sit down for a while, I'm like, oh my God, I'm like, why have they kind of tilted it like that? Like, what is it? And then I was like, oh, it's a profile of a woman's face. And you can
What?
see, like, I was like, oh, Brenda, look, it's a woman's face. She's like, oh yeah. Like, why is no one pointing that out? Because it's so obvious. And it's a Catstone. So crazy. So it was really fun. We got to really connect. And then we were basically there till the sun went down. And then we were like, let's just go because there's going to be like 600 people trying to get back into a muddy car park. I might as well just come back here and do C5.
Yeah.
And then, oh
Oh,
my
that wasn't it. That wasn't it. Right, go on.
God, no, we're driving back. And then my phone keeps playing a random song that I've never heard before. I'm pressing Moe's, the album, and then it's flipped to this other song about a circle of women. it happened the other day. I was like, well, I never heard this song before. I'm playing the Mozart. I'm like, what? It's not like I'm asking a playlist. Like, what's going on? Anyway, it happened again last night. We were like, okay, we need to listen to this song. And it's all about the circle of women and being around the like divine feminine and being around a fire. And we were like, what? It was totally appropriate. And then we're driving along, and right in front of us in the sky, this orb appears and then
Ah,
drops like that in front of us and then stops and then vanishes. We're like,
whoa.
what just happened? I've never seen anything while I'm driving along. It was just like, and it didn't have a trail, so it wasn't a shooting star. And it went like purposefully, like slow enough for us to see it, and then stopped and then vanished. Like, oh my
Whoa.
God. Oh my God. And I
Ve-
felt like a crown chakra activation. As that happened, I was like, oh, I feel like something just cut through my crown chakra. And Brendan's like, oh yeah. Anyway, so we got back here, not a cloud in the sky for the first time since I've been here. And we were like,
Yeah.
okay, this is good. This is a good sign. So we went outside. Brenda was getting ready. I saw another massive shooting star. And then Brenda comes out and we see orbs phasing in and out. We see flashes. We see the puffy one come in and disappear. It was just like,
Oh,
oh
mate.
my God. And then other shooting stars. And then I was like, I think that what we saw in the car, I think that's going to be communicating with us. And she's like, well, how? And then it happened again. I
Yeah.
was like, oh, okay, that's how it's going to be communicating with us. Like, it was wild. I was not expecting that. It was really, really mad.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah. I was
I
like,
think that
oh,
orange Orbeez. Did you say orange?
no,
Oh,
no, it was gold. It was, yeah, it was like a yellow gold.
what? Any?
I don't know. It was so like it was so like purposefully right in our center of our vision. It just felt like it was somehow, well, when he was talking, the first time the guy was talking, he said, we're connecting tonight, we're connecting with community here, we're looking out for each other. I want you to shake someone's hand and tell them what you're working on. Everyone's working on something. You might be working on a project, you might be working on a book, you might be working on, it was like he called everything in his speech. Everything
Yeah.
we'd be talking about, like, what? Then he talked about Lugh, and I was like, well, I've been saying, where do I go next? And I've been thinking it's Lugh, and then he mentioned it randomly. So I'm like, oh, okay, it is Lugh then, thanks.
Yeah. Where's that?
It's in Limerick, so it's a couple of hours in the other direction. So funny. So, but then he said we're connecting with the Earth, but we're also connecting with our ancestors, and we're connecting with Lugh, right? Who came through when I channeled the other day. And as he said Lugh, I saw a
Oh, really?
flash.
Oh,
So Lugh, Lugh, because he's the one with the sword, right?
right.
So then they're saying again, like the Tuatha Dé Danann, they had a battle and they went underground, but they said we'll only go underground on the proviso that we're going to come back.
Right.
And yeah, that was all part of it. And she is part of the Tuatha Dé Danann, and she rests there. So like, she's not buried here. Listen to what I'm saying. She rests here. She's not buried. She rests. So oh, it was so good.
Now it's time
Now
for
it's
them
time.
to come back.
Yeah, yeah.